follow myself on Twitter. That way, if I'm being boring, I'll get all your feedback straight away and change what I'm talking about. So thank you very much, I think, to all three organisations, Christine, Francis, Hong Kong PC, for organising this. It's a really, certainly very important trend, Web 2.0, to the impact it can have on the voluntary sector, the NGO sector. I think suicide has been in the news recently with this Facebook group where a young girl started a group called I Need to Practice Committing Suicide. And I think she'd intended this to be not to be taken seriously. It was rather an unfunny joke on her part. But of course, lots of people got involved in the group. It did become did start to get taken seriously, and it hit the newspapers, and the police, I think, had got involved and had found the person who had been responsible for starting the group and had asked her to take it away. But of course, one interesting thing about this, I was saying to somebody the other day, there is a silver lining to this cloud, that the fact that people have been talking about suicide, or youngsters who have those kind of thoughts, have been expressing them online, actually creates an opportunity to help them. So the silver lining to the cloud is that there are 180 children who are maybe at risk of suicide, whose contact details, at least whose Facebook address, whose Facebook personality is known, is now known. And so really the main aim in dealing with this has not been to try and treat this as a kind of criminal matter, but really as an opportunity to get in touch with those 180 people and offer them help. And indeed, I think the Samaritans runs Samaritan Befrienders is using a kind of automated scanning tool that captures a lot of the postings on forums, not actually on Facebook at the moment, but a lot of the postings on other forums in Hong Kong, and scans them looking for people who've expressed suicidal thoughts online. And again, the aim being that when it's discovered that somebody is expressing those thoughts online, then it provides an opportunity to get in touch with them and offer them some counselling and help them. So I think one of the things people say about depression is, at least if you're talking about it, that's kind of the first step, rather than bottling it up. So we need to recognise that the online forums provide a place where people can talk. Another kind of interesting idea that Francis has been exploring has been around narcotics. So again, it's been in the news quite a lot recently, the concern about the use of drugs in schools. And one of the interesting things I think it turns out is that social workers working in this field spend an awful lot of their time trying to find the people to help. So one of the ideas that's being explored is how might we use Facebook and actually a marketing campaign on Facebook to try and identify the people who are drug users or people who are at risk of becoming drug users, so that they can again be offered help by the social workers concerned. And maybe the people who are a bit less at risk can be offered kind of wholesome activities, other youth activities, to make sure that they're not bored and to build up a sense of self-worth, so that they don't feel that the only option for them is to take drugs. And I think some of the ideas floating around suggest that if we can actually source using online and using Web 2, source clients and find the people who need help in that way, then it also means that the social workers can spend more time actually delivering help and less time kind of cruising around bars and trying to find people who might be in need of help. And that can make a massive difference to the number of clients a year who can be helped. So that will be something that will be very interesting and really hope can happen over the next few months. Other things I think to think about. So I think Web 2 clearly is a way in which NGOs can reach out to their clients, particularly if their clients are young people. So I think the statistics about Facebook usage, Facebook being the most popular of all social networking sites in Hong Kong, is that I think it's about 60% of the population now uses Facebook, and it's getting up to kind of 80% amongst the under 25s. And under 35s, but once you get above 45, it drops right down. So it's probably not at the moment a great way of delivering service to the elderly, but it is a great way of delivering service to young people. And of course, NGOs have other stakeholders besides their clients. They have donors, they have volunteers, and again, and staff for that matter. So again, I think you can find that the Web 2-based tools can be a great way for you to engage with potential donors and to recruit volunteers. And you'll also find, I suspect, that you'll even deploy within your organisations as you collaborate on creating or sharing knowledge or creating documents or creating marketing campaigns or whatever it is that you need to do, that your own staff can interact with one another using Web 2 tools. So I think you know, nothing stands still, particularly in IT, and we're seeing that Web 2 in the business sector and in the government sector is becoming a more and more important set of tools for people to use to deliver their objectives and to run their own organisation most effectively. And I have no doubt that that is also an opportunity for people in the NGO sector. So that's again why I think it's been a great piece of collaboration between the Productivity Council, the Association of Interactive Marketing, and the Council of Social Services to organise this conference. I'm sure you will have an extremely productive day and will come away infused with all sorts of great ideas. So thank you very much.